Hello there! This is an astrology forecast for the month of December for Virgo, and this also applies if you have a Virgo ascendant. So you Virgos, Saturn is finally out of your sign, and many of you are feeling slowly that you're beginning to see the wood for the trees. You are beginning to see little chinks of light. I know many of you are. I see many of you as clients around the world, and I know that Virgos are starting to just feel a sense of positivity. So what's the focus for you this month? The focus this month for the first 2 or 3 weeks is going to be on the home and family. We've got a light shining there. We've got Sun, Mercury and Venus there. So it's a time to enjoy your home. It's a time maybe to look after a loved one, do something nice for your loved ones in the home. Good time for communicating as well with Mercury there. What are your needs? What do you want to share? Are there some things that need to be aired and brought out into the open? Particularly with the Sun there, this is a good time to do it. A good time to assert yourself and to speak out for some of the things that maybe you've kept under wraps for a little while. Then, after about the 3rd week of the month, we've got these planets in your 5th house. And this means, Virgos, it's time to enjoy. Boy, you've been doggedly working. So many of you have worked so hard on so many issues. Not only physical work, the work in your life, but work on your relationships, work on yourselves. Really, it's a time to start to play, to find ways of playing. So many of you don't even know how to play anymore. It's been so hard. But really, think about the things that enjoy you. What would you like to do? What new hobbies do you want to start to do? What gives you pleasure? And for those of you who don't know what really gives you pleasure, start making a list. Virgos like making lists, so make a list of maybe 200 things that give you pleasure. Just small things. They don't have to be big things, just the small things. And then build on that. Because this is important, and with the Sun coming into that house, particularly for you over the holidays, this is really a time to shine a light on the things that bring you out a little bit more, Virgos, because you have been hiding a lot lately. Many of you have been hiding. So we've still got the Jupiter-Neptune conjunction in this 6th house of work and service. It's your house, but also it's becoming conjunct on the 21st of December. So very important for you to really be aware of what's happening in work. I think many of you will have some new opportunities, and then suddenly they may dissolve out of nowhere because of the Neptune there. So don't lose heart, but also make sure that you're watching your back at work for those of you that, and if you get this intuitive feeling that something's not right, it's probably not. So I'm not here to worry you, this is not negative, but trust that intuition if you get that intuitive feeling. It could equally mean that somebody's really out to boost you and really help you. But Neptune there sometimes can be a little bit of a deception, a little bit of underhand goings on. Also, probably the most important thing to tell you about is that Mars goes retrograde on the 20th of December until the 10th of January. Now this only happens every 2 years and 2 months. It doesn't happen very often. When it happens, it's really important to use this energy in a positive way. Well, it means that Mars, when it's retrograde, it's the closest to the Earth that it ever comes. So we've got to take notice of it. And for you, it's in your 12th house, Virgo. So for you, already it's hard enough for you to get your energy out when you're feeling angry. Okay? Anger is not the easiest for you to express. And we've got Mars in that 12th house. So you're already, there's a lot of things going on. It's a very good time to actually give to other people. It's a very good time to do something spiritually where you're helping. And what greater time over these holiday period where we tend to think more about others who are less fortunate than ourselves. I mean, it shouldn't be that way. I feel vehemently that we should always be thinking about people and thinking about charity. But with Mars in that house of charity and helping others, really a good time to put your energy into that, Virgo. Your energy into people who are less fortunate, to people in prisons and hospitals, people behind the scenes who are maybe just ignored and unnoticed in our lives. And that will bring you a lot of pleasure, and it will also put that Mars to some good use. The other thing is that once it goes retrograde, you need to look at areas in your life where you're disempowered, where you feel as though you're victimised, where you feel as though you're not being assertive enough, as though you're just being ignored or not noticed. This is a time to internalise that energy and to look at, well, what's important to me and where am I not being heard, and what actions can I take to feel empowered, to be empowered. This is a really important time to use that energy productively on an internal level for you at this time, Virgo, and you plot your course of action, and you're good at doing that. So really list things, plan out some actions that you can take, and then when it goes direct in March, then you actually take those actions. So there you have it, Virgo. Focus on home and family for the first couple of weeks of the month. And then the last couple of weeks, some pleasure, some fun, some enjoyment for those of you with children. Really have some fun. Really try to get away from too much of the work, thinking, heavy thinking mode. And also to let you know that Mercury goes retrograde on the 26th of December. So please, no big spending and no buying computers if you can help it. And also not starting any new big projects. It goes direct on the 14th of January, and after that you can start putting action into new projects once again. So I wish you a wonderful month and a very happy, healthy and prosperous 2010. For those of you that are interested in having your own reading done, here is my website for you, and you may want a personal reading, or you may want to give a reading as a gift to somebody you love. So there you have it. I thank you so much for listening. So many regulars write such lovely comments, and I really, really thank you. Bye for now.